Good evening, fellow vapors. This is Cass, and today I'm back at you with another juice review. I am also less some hair, but that's another story, and we'll get back to that later. Today we're going to be doing a full juice range review. This is a range that I picked up at Vape Jam back at the beginning of April, and I was hoping to get this video out a lot sooner than I have because I think this could be a very interesting range to look out for. So I'm going to do the full range. It's going to be not a hugely long video, but we are going to go quite in depth. So today, the range we're going to be looking at is called SuperGood. This particular range is a range of cocktail flavors. So it's going to be lots of fruity, lots of interesting concoctions, some creams maybe in there. I'm going to throw the range up on the screen right now. So this range was given to me by the guys at SuperGood at Vape Jam for the purposes of this review. Obviously, this doesn't affect in any way my review, but let's get down to it straight away. So the first flavor that we are going to be looking at is called Blue Pom Mojito. Now, the design of these boxes, as you can see on the screen, is quite interesting. What these guys have done is they've got the name of the name of the juice, and then every element that's in it. And speaking to the guys from SuperGood, they said that they were fed up with seeing juices on shelves and never really knowing what was in it. So what they've done is this sort of simplified, these are the flavors that are in it. So the Blue Pom Mojito has blueberries, pomegranate, lime, mint, and sugar. It's basically a mojito with blueberries and pomegranate. Today's setup is the Minikin V2 with the touchscreen, and I have got the Alpha RDA on top of this. Lovely little setup. So this is the Blueberry Pom Mojito from SuperGood. So the first thing that I'm getting off of this is the sweet, sort of fruity blueberry flavor. Now, it's not particularly synthetic, but it is very refreshing. The exhale is full of that sort of pomegranate sweetness, and then you get a hint of that lime. Now, the lime and the sugar and the mint are very much back of the tongue aftertaste flavors, and from what I can gather, that's what they were going for with this. The heart of this e-liquid is the blueberries, and it is very refreshing to come across a blueberry flavor that is not a blueberry candy or a blueberry gummy or a blueberry drink or any of those things. This is blueberries that are a blueberry flavor. If I say blueberry too many more times, it might start getting a bit mixed up, but the point being is that this is about the blueberries with the pomegranate, the lime, the mint, the sugar, all backing that up into what seems to be a very refreshing and interesting vape. In the interests of transparency, I've been vaping this for a week or so now, and I can confirm with this particular flavor that it is A, not a coil killer, B, does not lose its flavor, and C, is not overly sweet at all. Now, talking to the bloke from SuperGood, he said that he hates e-liquids with too many sweeteners in them. So when he made this e-liquid, he purposefully didn't fill it with sweeteners. So if you're not someone that likes their e-liquids full of sweetener, this is definitely going to be a range to check out, simply because you know it's not going to be in there. It's not over the top. I like this because it is quite a medley of flavors going on, and you get all of them in different amounts and different times. Like I said, on the inhale is all blueberry. On the exhale, you've still got that blueberry, but it's backed up with that hint of lime, the hint of sugar sweetness in there, and you get a tiny little bit of mint, which is pretty much just on the aftertaste. So it's a lovely little flavor. Quite impressed with that. Let's move on to the next one. So the next one is going to be called Porn Star Martini. It should be up there now. This is a mix of passion fruit, orange, and vanilla. Now, there are lots of flavors out there that sort of have this sort of mix. You are looking at things like Lolly Vape Co.'s Split It. I think that has orange and vanilla and passion fruit in it. It's not often called a Porn Star Martini, but this one is a Porn Star Martini. So let's have a go on it. Again, same setup. So let's have a go on the Porn Star Martini from SuperGood. The first thing you get on this is the passion fruit. This is almost backed up and slightly overtaken by the orange on the exhale, and the whole flavour seems to be underpinned by that vanilla. The vanilla makes it very creamy. It's not necessarily a cream flavour, but the vanilla does make it a very creamy vape. It is quite a smooth vape. It is quite a soft vape. If you're not a fan of orange flavours, maybe avoid this one, because the inhale is all that passion fruit, and as you exhale, that orange tends to take over the passion fruit as you exhale, and it leaves a very orangey taste in your mouth. However, all of that citrus is softened by the fact you have got that vanilla in there, and actually that makes for quite a pleasant vape. It's not overly sweet like the previous one. It's not an over-the-top flavour. This is actually quite a subtle flavour, and I think for that reason you could all day it. Now, having used the blueberry in both a tank and a dripper, there's no difference in the amount of flavour that you're getting. It's very sort of straight across the board, so I don't think it matters what you use it in, you're going to get a very similar flavour. And sub-ohm tanks nowadays are almost as close to drippers for flavour as you can get, let's be honest. But the orange and the passion fruit in this work very, very well, and I think they're a nicely balanced mix. It's not too much of one, not too much of the other, even though the orange does tend to take over a little bit on that exhale and you start to lose the passion fruit. But the fact that the whole lot is underpinned by the vanilla makes it a very pleasant vape indeed. Let's move on to the next one. There are 5 flavours in this range, as you could probably tell from the beginning, so I'm trying not to dwell on each flavour for too long, but obviously I want to get the right information across to you. So the next one we're going to be looking at is called Rum Ting. So this is pineapple, banana and cherry. Now, you all know my views on banana flavoured vapes. They're either amazing or terrible. However, I do like pineapple, and cherry is a bit of a mixed bag. It depends on the quality of the cherry as to what kind of vape you're going to get. Let's have a go. So this is the Rum Ting from SuperGood. Wow. If you've ever had one of those sort of banana tropical flavoured innocent smoothies, this tastes identical to that. It's really thick flavoured. The banana actually makes this what it is. So on the inhale, you're getting a huge amount of that banana, and on the exhale, you get the banana, but it's mixed with that pineapple, that sort of edgy pineapple flavour that you often get with pineapples, that sort of acidic flavour. And that sort of punctures through the banana and stops it tasting foamy. It tastes quite natural, but it also makes it taste really thick. Now, I'm not getting huge amounts of the cherry. Yeah, it is cherry. Yeah, I'm not getting huge amounts of the cherry, but you kind of get a hint of it on that aftertaste. And I think that sort of underpins the flavour a little bit. But really, this is about the pineapple and the banana. And actually, the banana is really pleasant. It's like a banana milkshake, but it's not as creamy, it's just a really thick, interesting flavour. It tastes almost exactly like a banana smoothie, and that's a really curious mix. It might be a little heavy to vape all day, but as we know, these are not full of sweeteners, so I think it's going to be clean enough to vape all day if banana is your thing. Like you know, banana for me, I find it a bit overpowering to vape for a long period of time, but if it's good enough, I'll definitely give it a try. I mean, why not? If it's a good banana, I'm not going to discount it because it's banana, but if it's a good banana, then why not try and vape it all day? It could be worth it. This is a very, very curious mix, and that cherry in there, you don't really taste it for what it is, but it definitely adds something to the flavour that I don't think would be there had it not been in there. And I think adding cream to this would have been too much. I think adding any other kind of fruit like a mango or anything would have just ruined it. This mix of the pineapple and the banana makes for a very, very interesting combination. And if you're a banana fan and you like your fruity banana vapes, or you like your tropical flavoured vapes, then this is definitely one to have a look at, I think. We've got 2 more flavours to do. The fourth flavour that we're going to be looking at is called Strawberry Daiquiri. So this is Strawberry Daiquiri, and the Strawberry Daiquiri is strawberry sugar, citrus, and ice. I don't think I've ever drunk a Strawberry Daiquiri, to be honest with you. All right, so this is the Strawberry Daiquiri from SuperGood. Let's have a blast, see how it tastes. This one, I would have said, is the sweetest one I've had so far. I think you've got the natural sweetness of the strawberries, and then you've got this sort of natural sweetness of the sugar flavour that they've put in there. The inhale is the sweet, soft, sort of juicy strawberries, and on the exhale, you get a lot more of that citrus, you get a lot more of that sugar flavour, and it's got a refreshing kick to it. It's not a menthol flavour, you're not clearing your lungs out with it, but it definitely freshens the flavour up quite a bit. This is a smooth and fruity vape. It is not a medley of crazy fruits. It is not a creamy desserty flavour by any means, but it is definitely a soft, subtle blend of flavours that I think works quite nicely. If I'm honest with you, I'd like the strawberry to be a bit more prominent than it is, and I'd like the citrus to be a bit more prominent than it is, but I think were that the case, I think you end up with much more of a sort of candy fruit flavor, much more synthetic flavor than it is. And from what these guys have told me, they're going for much more natural tasting flavor e-liquids, and they've done a fairly decent job with these. I think so far either the blue Pom Mojito or the Rum Ting are my two favourites. But this strawberry daiquiri, I mean, you're definitely getting that sweetness from the sugar. And I think if we go by logic, you can see that obviously they're in an order, and maybe the one at the top is the main flavour, and as you go down the list, you're getting the order of the amounts of the flavour that's in them. You're getting strawberry, then you're getting sugar, then you're getting citrus. And if you imagine it like a journey, so your inhale is the start of your journey, your exhale is the rest of the journey, and the aftertaste is the end of that journey, you're definitely getting that refreshing, icy, sort of citrusy, lemony kick just as you finish the vape. And it really is very much a back note on this flavour, and for that I'm quite impressed. The strawberry, again, could be a little bit stronger, give it that sort of kick of, hi, I'm strawberry and I'm here to stay. It's almost like a nondescript fruity flavour with those other built-in elements, and actually I like it. It's not my favourite out of the range, but I do like it. It's all right. It's all right. Right, let's move on to the fifth and final flavour of the SuperGood range. This one's going to be a curious one. So this one is called Pear Fizz, and this is champagne, pear and lime. Now, pear is an interesting flavour in that most of them are terrible. Pretty much all of them are terrible, actually. I think I had a pear gummy once that was all right, but pear's a weird one. It's like apple, but not, and even then, apple's a bit weird. And I've also only ever had one champagne flavour vape, and that was in a range, that was from Space Jam back in the day. They had a champagne, it was strawberries and champagne flavour. Don't really remember what it was like. So this is Pear Fizz from SuperGood. Let's have a blast and see how it tastes. Not too shabby. So let's talk you through it. So the inhale on this is that pear, and it's very hard to get pear to not taste like candy pear or fruit drink pear. This is quite a natural tasting pear, and I think the winner of this vape, which has made it what it is that champagne. It's almost slightly fizzy, it's got that sharpness to it. Now, I don't drink alcohol at all. I'm not an alcoholic drinker, so I'm not really the authoritative word on champagne. But you're getting that, I mean, I know what it tastes like, but you're getting that sharpness of the champagne come through, cut through that pear, and really pull the flavour apart and make it a much more palatable flavour than pear is naturally. Other than eating pears, I generally don't like pear-flavoured stuff. So they've improved the pear flavour using that champagne. Now the lime right at the end, that sort of citrusy hit, which is right on the back note, leaves you with this sort of lime slushy hit, which is quite a pleasant aftertaste. I mean, I can still taste it now, and it's not horrible by any stretch of the imagination. However, this is not my favourite in the range. I think the top two are the Blue Pom and the Rum Ting. I think the Porn Star Martini afterwards is an absolute winner. The Strawberry Daiquiri and the Pear Fizz, I could probably take them or leave them, but that pear is one of the better pears that I've tried, and for that, I congratulate SuperGood. I mean, look, if you're going to name your company SuperGood, you got to back it up with some juices that are going to do your name justice, and to be honest with you, these are some of the most original fruit flavours that I've had in quite a long time, and they've done really well. The mixes are nice, the consistency is nice, the vape is nice, it is a clean vape, it's not too sweet, and for that they've done a really good job. I mean, you can't really ask for more than that from a fruit vape. If you're looking for a cold vape, this range isn't going to be for you. If you're looking for your candy or your drink flavoured vapes, this is not going to be for you. However, if you are looking for a high quality, high end fruit flavour that you know that you can vape all day, that you know is not going to lose its flavour, and that you know is going to give you something a bit new, bit original and a bit new and a bit interesting, this is definitely one to look out for. Now, for premium juice comes premium prices. As far as I'm aware, these guys will be charging $19.99 for a 100ml bottle. Obviously, that becomes 120ml once you add your Nick shots. And word on the grapevine is that they have a bakery or dessert style range coming fairly soon, hopefully. At least when I spoke to the guys at Vape Jam, they said it was like a couple of months off. I'm very interested for that, but like I said, you are buying a premium juice here, and for that you get premium quality. This is definitely a range to check out. If you don't like the look of all the flavours, I would try the Blue Pom Mojito, I would try the Porn Star Martini, and I would try the Rum Ting for the banana lovers. out there. A solid range, and one that I have been very thankful for that I have been able to review. I'd love to thank the guys at SuperGood for sorting me out with this range of e-liquids in order to review it for you. And yeah, I think that about wraps it up. So if you enjoyed this video, please hit that like button. Please consider hitting the subscribe button and the notification bell. I've got lots of interesting videos coming up for you very soon. I've got some hardware, I've got some more juice, I've got plenty of juice reviews. I've always got plenty of juice reviews to do. And if you tried this range or you like the look of this range, please drop a comment in the box below. I will be putting a link to where you can get this e-liquid in the description. So yeah, thank you for watching. My name's THISisCAS, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.